Alright, and we're back. If you guys haven't realized, this is my working outside clothes. So I'm not just a dirty person that doesn't change their clothes. Install the drive shaft, see if we've still got a leak, which we clearly don't. And then what I have to do is take out the shifter linkage and see what the problem is with that. So you guys are going to join me. So this drive shaft took longer than usual to get in, and I was thinking, why is it not going in? And I put it together. It's because my car clearly likes it rough, so I have to rip out the hammer and bash it in to the mid shaft. But it seems to work. I don't foresee any future problems with that, but like I said, that's all sorted. Calipers are going back on, and then we'll get ready for bleeding brakes and then take off the shifter box. But look pretty cool. So this is a crap. Alright, shifter box. Too big. So this is what I mean. Again, mic came off, and I think I've lost the magnet. Which is super annoying now. Like, I'm expecting it to not go anywhere, but then it does go somewhere. There we go. So, I don't know if you could hear anything before because the mic dropped off, but I'm keeping it on my beanie now. Ew, yuck, yuck. Hey, question. How hard is it to drop in to a half pipe? I've never done that before. It's scary, no doubt, it's scary. But isn't the only way to do it is to like just commit all the way on the front foot and just drop in? That's the whole idea. Alright. Oh, I was pointing at the wrong place. See that? That, I think, is our culprit. That guy there. Guys, he had to pick up the engine. Maybe. I think I'm out of focus. That's better. Anyways, let me go check this out and see what I can do about the spring, whether or not I can buy a new one or something. The front, but
no worries, I was heading to home anyway, so I'll be about half an hour or whatever, but thanks for the heads up, mate.
what do you guys think of the colour white? Do you reckon it's a good colour? I'm not too sure. The whole idea of purist and stuff like that doesn't really work with me. It's a Type R. It's not really, not anymore. So, be interesting. I think someone's here. I think someone is here. Talk with you guys in a bit. If you guys are shady, then let them know who it was. Bring me out for the next couple hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, couple hours.
Yeah.
Alright. Hopefully he
Yes.
hopefully he hasn't wore anything that could attract stains like grey trackies.
It works. Grey trackies are the best.
Alright. So this is the spring that I need. It doesn't look like the same springs that I'm seeing on the website. So that's going to be a mystery. Mail time. Oh yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Hold that. All right. let's see what we've got. What I've ended up buying. Alright, so we've got the cables for the reverse camera for the Corolla. And what is this? Ah, it's a tripod for the Action Pro DJI that I haven't bought yet. So put that there. Alright, that's it. Out the spring, but I'm just curious to know whether or not that was the actual problem. So let's test it. Technically, we should have no slack. We should just move side to side, which it does. Maybe I should tell Marcus to move it for me. Yo, get him to move it for me.
Why do you put the springs in the wrong way?
No, so keep going. So this mark is moving the spring side to side, so I think the other spring is a returning spring, so that's why it's not going back. And to make it even, I'll probably just use the 2 packets to replace both springs. So that's what I'll do. So that's what it looks like. It's a single cable, it's a return spring to throw it back into the center. Look, oh, mic's on. Hey guys, I've done some fried things and quite questionable things in my lifetime, but I don't think I've done this, and this is gonna be crazy because if they pull it off, man, I look normal. I seem normal. These guys are planning to fit a motor into that. Let me show you the motor. It's a B18B swap. This. I don't know how they're gonna do it. It'll probably fit, but I don't know how they're gonna get it out, or whether or not the glass breaks. So they're thinking it through right now, and I think the realization's hit where they're realizing how big it is. So trying to convince these guys that it's gonna work, because I just want to see it happen. Because if they pull this off, it'll be the craziest thing ever.
Oh, can you take the box off? I don't know if it's even worth taking the box off, so...
Yeah, I know.
What about accessories? Like, do you need that?
So the guys decided not to go ahead with that idea of fitting the engine bay into his DC5. That was probably the smartest decision. I would have just pushed through with it, traveling that far to do something. And on top of that, I'm thinking about this spring situation of my car. It makes no sense that one is warped. So if one's damaged, it means the other side would be damaged as well, right? Because that's probably why the shifting mechanisms are so hard to move around. So I'll show you the spring. I don't know if I've showed you before, but this is the spring. They don't have it at Bunnings. Well, they do have it, but they don't have it in stock. So I have to see if I can find another way to get it. But should I go with the bigger spring or a shorter spring to make it work? I'll show you. You would have seen through the other video, we've seen how it moves and whatnot, but let me show you from the top. And we've seen this a number of times already. Let me get in the car. A number of times already. Alright, so shifter. So so slow. Shouldn't just snap back in place. And this side, it's got nothing, so it's got nothing to pull it back. It just feels stiff. So what I'm thinking in my head is take off both, and technically I should have free slack, right? And if I don't, it means there's something else that's the problem. So logically, it makes sense to me to take out this one, pair the two springs like this, where they come in just under 50. So testing my theory. There you go. But the box is not that smooth. Stiff, but not that smooth. Why is it not that smooth? Alright, so I've got the new tripod mounted up. Doesn't seem too bad. Doesn't seem too bad. Is my mic on? Checking. Green light. Somewhere. Green light? I think so. Green light? Is it on? Yes, it's on. Sorry guys. I'll make sure that it stays on. But I'm gonna get used to this. Back in. My pad's back in because they dropped out when I took off the calipers. My brakes have definitely seen better days. Oh, doesn't sound good. Nope, does not sound good at all. There we go. Once I crack this one off, and hopefully I don't break it. Oh, it's slipping. Oh, that's not a good sign. Alright, we're just gonna go with the normal spanner to make sure it comes off nicely. Is it me? Oh, that is not a good sign. Not at all. Use a socket. I should be safe because my socket only has 6 sides. So there we go. Next. Also, this is the last eBay. Not the eBay. What's that brand? Amazon tripod that I ordered. Although it was cheap, still, this is flimsy. The worst bit is there's no strength in this head at all. Regardless of how much I did it up, it just wouldn't hold the camera. And the camera's got some weight to it. So I've got something wanting to touch my butt crack. So alright. But I'm definitely contemplating changing the color, because why not? Why not make things harder for myself? And also, if anyone's interested in some spoon like front lips for the JDM Front DC2, let me know. I don't know if you can see them, but they're dangling right over my head. So hit me up. I've had them for a while now, so I'll let them go for like whatever cost I bought them for, roughly around 400 or so bucks. If anyone's interested, that is. If you're interested, then let me know. Put in my rotors, my pads. I've had these pads for so long that they're still quite meaty. So I don't know why, I don't know. But to me, that seems like a good thing. Seems like a good thing. These are Brembo. I'm running Brembo pads. Brembo pads. Don't know the model series or anything like that. I just know that the Brembo pads from a Mini Cooper. What's that? The Rotor. one or the other. But like I said, I don't drive aggressive. Crazy aggressive, that is. Not like when I used to. What? I've got these. And we'll see if Marcus can help me out with bleeding the brakes. I don't think he's ever done it before. It's going to be a learning curve. Like I said, I had once upon a time, I haven't done certain things. I never did certain things in my life. And best way to learn is getting thrown in the deep end. But may as well do a thumbnail. So I'm just sitting here talking with Marcus. I'm just telling him about the problems that I have with cars in terms of budgeting, planning, and what you want to do. And I can say that I don't do any of those things really well, but I know to tell people to do better and be better than me, because otherwise what I've seen over and over again is people spend crazy amount on cars in a period of 3 months, 4 months, and then in the end they just get over it and they put the car back up on for sale. Like you follow these builds and all of a sudden you see an Instagram post saying cars for sale. Do things slowly and then you will get rewarded. So just a interesting tip from a car guy that never made it. I have Marcus in the driver's seat. Alright, let's pop his cherry. So make sure you've got fluid in your reservoir, and if you have one of these contraptions to stop air going back into the system, so push it on, crack open, it's a 10-minute pump, and when you see no more air in the line, it's just straight fluid, then move on to the next. Same again for the other side. Go. Just hold it. Alright, there's that side. And we'll just keep moving around the car. So because I have spoon brakes and want it to be extra, I've got 2 nipples that I have to bleed on both sides. So I'll bleed it from the outside first, and because of my contraption that I made at home, I've set cable ties so I can actually hang it on places to make my life a little bit easier. So the main area will be the other side. When I did what I did, so me being an idiot, told my friend to punch the brakes, and what we've done is we've popped the piston out. So that's an unnecessary job. Go. It's all cloudy. It's disgusting. When did they decide to add these to all these packets, bottles? It's so annoying. It's such a waste of people's time. Hopefully we did that right. We'll find out when we go for a test drive. Thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys learned something. Hopefully. That's it for Marcus' special appearance. Thank you for helping. You'll see him around a little bit more often, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Alright, so the only thing left on this car today is the springs that I have to purchase. So once we get that, this will be mainly up and running and hopefully safe to drive on the road. On top of that, I haven't really even tackled this project yet, where I have to do the mounting for it. So slowly. And then don't think that I forgot about the Civic at the front either. That is something that I need to go out and try to figure out what I can do. What else is there to do? Or I've already reached out to a couple of shops that said bring the car here, and I'm just kind of holding back at the moment. I don't know why, but I'm just hesitant to send it off because maybe I think I'm so close to finding the issue. I'm not too sure. So that's it. Thanks guys. Thanks Marcus.